Welcome back to the channel for part 3 of Chicken Police Painted Red. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host Detective Sin. As always, I hope you like this video, and if you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding the bell, and let me know your opinions in the comment section below if you want. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.
So this is the famous Czar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
That's nice. Hey, Lewis.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Exactly.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
Indeed.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Oh, that was funny.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Okay, that's done. Starkly.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
Okay, boss. Czar Club Grand New Year's show tonight.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
It's the most colorful club of the most colorful city. My city's on fire. Brand new hit from the Queen of the Night. Okay. That was so funny. Fancy car.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Anything else?
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Fuck off, Sonny. Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, let's see. I think his name is Bill.
Gee, that's not a guy.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I've,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
New function. Before I do that, I need to see what info I got. No. Aviera, a country inhabited exclusively by birds. It's a picturesque modern place governed by democratic parliament. It's bordered by two seas and the economic built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its air military. The country is on natural terms. On neutral terms with almost every other nation except for the Great Meat War had kept the standpoint through. Okay. I don't know if it's a real place or not, but okay. That sounds good.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Ah, of course he's French. Why, of course.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
This is why I don't trust French people. They always lie, most of them. Except
Look,
for one
I
guy.
really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I am strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You can't trust them because of their fancy, you know, bonjour, mademoiselle. No. Most of them are just turds. I know this. Except for one French guy I knew. He was a real cool guy. He told me that most of the French guys, they are pieces of turds. His was, not mine. Straight from the country. Yeah. If anyone hates me for that, nah, I didn't say that. The main
That
source
fella's
said
built
it.
like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him. Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Okay, I can't go in. I can't do anything. Advertisement tower.
Huh. I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Okay, there's nothing else I can do, but I have an info. What's the info? Clawville Chronicle. It's the most read and highest quality newspaper in the city. It's famous for being read beyond Clawville borders. Okay. It was first published in an article of two historic rooster chicken police. The article was written by Timothy Saltwater, the Seagull journalist who has been somewhat of a legend himself. Okay. So, what am I supposed to do? I can't go inside the club. Yo, Lewis. Help me, bro.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Now we are done talking.
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamont, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Thank you so much, Lewis. My man, Lewis.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Okay. Look at them. So many of these characters out. Whoa, Mr. Owl.
Hey, there's Fillmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Fillmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place, and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap Pulp Fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Okay, I'll say hi to him.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Marlo?
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
What happened? I think that Detective Marlowe was a reference from The Wire TV show. It was an old show. I loved it. Didn't like the last season, to be honest. But yeah, the rest of the seasons were really good. The good old Filmar must know something about Natasha that could be important for the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. You seem a bit nervous. So it must be something really significant. Filmar Lau, Falcon, okay. An absolute average forgetful guy. And my old acquaintance from Aviera. Okay. Name goes by nowadays. He's an old comrade from before the Clawville time. He was one of the best private eyes in the city. And just like the most of them, he gets into trouble with the law pretty often. Yet he's one of the very few people who can still be trusted in Clawville. Okay.
2 whiskeys, kid. And no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So
we're confiscating it as evidence.
yeah, well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. To be honest, I've no objections.
Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Of course, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
I love his accent. I love his
He
accent.
has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Okay. Big buck.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What if...
That was a good one. Fox fella.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Okay, oh, these guys can't do anything. Henchman. Ivan. Damn it, Ivan. The loudest howl.
Huh. Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
No shit.
The Predator City, I think, was a reference to Predator 2, Hunting Grounds. Oh, sorry, Predator 2, because it was in the city landscape. Bogan and the Bandicoot, the big sheep.
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
Hicks, Poodle, Turmoil, and Shani. Murder my tweet.
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case, and...
Hey, Marty?
What, yeah?
I don't give a shit.
That was a good one. This done for hire.
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
Okay, there's one more poster, I believe. No, I can't.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not. That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler. in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Okay, sir. Let's see. What do we have? Okay, good looking, charismatic, and clucking gangster. Yup, I knew that. Olivia Blackwick. Okay, female. Usually tall and slim for a crow, she is quiet and mysterious. Olivia is currently Ivan Wester's assistant and escort. Find out whether there is anything other than working relation between Miss Crow and Mr. Rat could prove valuable. Okay. It's time for questioning, sir. Let's go. Before...
Don't be shy, detective. Ask me anything.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Let's see.
You said it, sir.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
She took that to the heart, huh?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Okay, that was a bit rude.
Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive a detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
You are rude.
Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Okay, okay, no worries. How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You seem like a very busy person. May I ask what you do? Why didn't you just call the police? That's the good question.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Minus 15 for that? Seriously? Have a reason to blackmail your girlfriend? You really think you're that stupid? But seriously, minus 15 for that.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
I do, sir.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gently beat around the bush. Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? Do you spend a lot of time here? It's dangerous. Are you and Natasha close?
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Oh, finally, plus 15. Is everything alright between you and Natasha? Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Start talking straight, because there's no point in wasting this time. No.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Have there been similar threats in the past? The mob boss and the pussycat, How did you even meet? Will you be willing to testify at the station? Nah, he won't do that. I think I'm gonna go for the first one. He's tricky, mischievous, secretive, and quick-tempered. Okay. I think if I'm gonna ask him, he's gonna get angry, so I'll ask him the first one.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
-10? Why? What?
Would you be willing to testify at the station?
You're joking, right?
Maybe I can get you an invitation. Believe me, you'd love it. The coffee's good, but the chairs are kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have a peculiar sense of humor. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I guess that's -10, -5, yeah. Of course. Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend, so Natasha feels like she's in a grave danger yet still going out alone?
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, eh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? You know, a big star like her, alone in that house.
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not.
So Natasha feels okay. This is really bad. This conversation is going nowhere.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
I suck, man. I suck. No wonder I'm not a detective in real life.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Okay, let's enjoy the show. Damn, look at that booty. That booty, man. I'll clap that booty.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby,
This is a really nice song.
Sonny.
I'm hypnotized, huh?
say Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
Ah, bravo. That was a nice song. Even though it was quite short, but I love it.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
more or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Ahem. You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
Damn, Natasha.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Damn, Sonny. Damn, bro. Woo! Ooh, look at her. Natasha, damn, lady. You look hot as a mother trucker.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
Chandelier.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
Damn, Sonny. Even you wanna clap her ass, huh? At this point.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
Yeah, that is what I've been told by ladies. And that's it. And then I get friend zoned. Okay, no, I'm not gonna exit. What do I have? What info I got? I've been trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threat. He obviously knows that he is willing to tell. Okay. Miss Natasha. Julius Catus. Okay. She has remarkable green eyes and she's definitely in trouble. Okay, I read this one. Yep. Anything else before I proceed talking to Miss Natasha? I don't think so.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Damn, Sonny. You're right, bro. I feel you. hot women can be intimidating at times, but hey, they're hiding some stuff. It could be some kind of menace.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
No, Sonny, I think you gave me the pep talk of not going that far. She is pretty mesmerizing, I'll say that. Natasha? You are pretty mesmerizing. Is a mysterious woman interview with some dangers too, where she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. The question is she a source of problem or is it something else? Okay. Okay. Anything else? Okay, you know what? I'll ask her one more question and then I'll go detective mode.
Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Yes, Natasha.
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Yeah, we'll see that, Natasha. We'll see that.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
I know, right, Sonny? I feel you, bro.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
DM, Natasha. You got way too many fans, huh? The place is very elegant. So your room, the picture on the wall is quite daring? No.
The place is very elegant, and so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
That depends on the kind of museum.
Damn.
The kind with nice things.
Woo! Look at that.
Suspiciously nice things. Just like you.
Do you think I'm suspicious?
We'll see about that.
Of course.
Try me.
Of course, Natasha, you're suspicious. Damn, girl. Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the stairs What can you tell me about Ivan Wessler? You know what? I think I'm gonna ask the first question.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
You're way too overconfident, Natasha. Why Deborah? I mean, I don't know. I keep calling Deborah every time, and even like in real life. She's a nice girl, but why don't you come with? Why didn't you come to me? Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats, the whole case things? No. We need to know if you have anything, lady.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Okay. I don't want to screw this up.
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So?
You really don't have any idea? Which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Oh.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Damn, Natasha, you said it, not me. I suggest you lie low. Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relation between you? What about Filmar? Is he here because of you? No one's have ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow. Okay. Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous? I don't know if I should be asking her, but you know what? I think I'm gonna ask her to lie low.
I suggest you lie low.
What do you mean by that?
Until this matter blows over. Maybe you could put aside your ego and hide in Wessler's mansion.
Do you think I'm doing all this because of my ego?
Aren't you?
On the contrary, if I hid, I would give whoever wrote those messages what they want. And I'd let my fans down.
Well, that's vanity speaking.
You misunderstand me, Sonny.
Maybe I do. I could say I half understood you, but I think that would be an overstatement.
I think I lost some points. Oh no, I gained some points. Nice.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well...
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
You said it.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cock-a-doodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Stop beating about the bush. Okay.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
Damn, Natasha.
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Damn, Natasha. Hey, how come I have like low detective meter? I thought I bumped it up. What? What exactly do you want from me? You played me from the start, didn't you? Nah.
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes?
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
What? What? I thought I was doing so good. What? Arrested Cooper?
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Damn, bro, that was a really nice conversation I had, but how did I feel? I have no idea. I was so like positive that I was gonna get like at least 4.5 stars, but what? Her fear is genuine, but she's telling me everything regardless, and I don't like that. Okay. Natasha invited me to his weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I would be glad about it because I'm worried. The threat, or rather the threatening word in the messages that sent to Natasha is simply okay. It's brief but says a lot regardless. I mean, she said that word. You know, I'll just
This
look at it.
woman's aware of her charm.
Yep. Anything else? No?
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Okay, what item did I get? A key? Oh, of course, I got a key. That is all I get.
Wessler's secretary.
Olivia Blackwig.
It's worth a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird. Maybe I was playing her a bit.
Okay. Miss Olivia. Marty dated Olivia for a short period of time. That's it. I don't want to know. Okay.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but...
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
You don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Damn, bro. Lady?
Look, Olivia, you know, last time...
Please, Marty, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
Damn, Marty, you just got roasted by Olivia. The women can be cruel sometimes. He's been acting quite strange recently as he was trying to withdraw from his own shady businesses to live a simple life with simple pleasures. That would be a problem in itself, but this just like him. Okay. Oh, I already read that. After the show, I've been left the SAR club suspiciously fast. Okay.
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, that was not what I was expecting.
You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
It's not mutual, I can tell you that. I've talked to women before and they don't like each other most of the time.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Okay.
I'm sorry we disturbed you.
Not at all. Have a nice evening, gentlemen.
Thank you, Olivia. Oh, my bad. What do we have here? I mean, it's currently busy with some kind of meat substitute business. That's what he and his assistant told us anyway. Okay. So are we done? That's it?
That girl is looking at me.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me like hard. I saw it.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. And just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Okay. Oh,
We stepped into it, didn't we?
okay.
Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
And he did ask me to come meet him behind the alley. I only recognized a few names in the list. Filmar shoved into my hand, but all of them belong to respectful elite. Global, it could be a wedding roster, but I doubt the case. Okay. It seems Filmar also used to work for Natasha, but he got out of the case before the ground got too hot. Anyways, he kept a piece of evidence as good as PI would, which could be very useful to us. Okay. Okay. Miss Natasha. The list with all those imposing names must have something to do with Natasha and thus with the threats too. Okay. Natasha Katzenko Weekend House. It stands in the cleanest and the most separated quarter of the city in Flowerville. I'm curious about what she's hiding. Okay, okay. Well, Bojack.
Hey, Big Nose. Where did Mr. Wessler go?
Unfortunately, I don't know, Big Face. But I wouldn't tell you even if I did. Really?
Say, did anyone ever tell you that you're an irritating piece of sh...
Anything else, dear sirs?
I think we are done.
Ah, this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
You know, Sonny, I love Laura, and I swear I'm gonna marry her one day. But I gotta admit, that Natasha woman has turned even my head.
I wouldn't mess with Laura if I were you, pal. Wouldn't even think about it. There are few women as dangerous as her. And not just because she's a predator.
You're telling me.
That's it. It's done. Weekend house.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.